Clooney.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
So, good to have you.
We didn't have
Hi guys.
having achieved.
Very involved in what is actually offered.
Also the color.
It matches the
It matches perfect.
And do you guys see these? I
Yeah.
mean, these are fantastic.
And they're perfect to drink champagne out of it.
Yeah.
Just suggesting.
You have a screenplay, or when they serve you a story. How do you?
Yeah, for the writers it has been. The actors have been like two and a half months or something like that.
Yeah.
I have great hope that we'll get this solved pretty soon. It's a fairly easy, look, it's a complicated matter, but it's a fairly easy thing, which is you can't just have everyone. It's listen, no one wants to hear me talk about being unfair, right? Because I've had a very lucky career. But our industry is 160,000 actors, for instance, and they're struggling to make a living just to eat. So, and they weren't, and many of them were making a very decent living before, doing the exact same job. So it's right to stand up. I think we're going to get through this soon. My hope is, I feel as if everybody understands that it's time to get on with it. But we're all in support of a decent and fair wage. That seems fair, along the way. And I think a lot of the actors who have been very successful over time have been pitching in to try and make sure that we're part of the solution and not part of the problem. As we always hear sort of we hear a lot of the downside of AI, of facial recognition, a lot of things that are scary. And the Uyghurs certainly have a good argument against it in China. But for instance, you don't want lip gloss from me. It's just the worst lip gloss you've ever tried in your life.
So I buy tequila.
Technical joint, right?
Yeah, they probably don't know.
We're all
it,
talking
yeah.
digital talk that Zoom ability for driving too fast, but the cop is still going to give you the ticket. Bad guys are getting away for putting them in jail. Look, here's the thing about war in general, and it happened to us when we were following all the war crimes in Darfur 20 years ago. If you're not there on the ground while these atrocities are committed, 100,000 kids in Ukraine have been taken, some insane number like that. If you're not on the ground collecting this evidence, then you're not going to be able to bring it to trial in 20 years, because it usually is 20 years, right? So what we know for sure is at some point these aggressions will end, and at some point the people who are responsible will have to be put on trial. And you need to have the evidence saved and put in files so that you can bring it up. So that's a big part of what we're doing. We're in Ukraine, we're in Venezuela, we're in 40 countries.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.